Let's talk about cancer. Cancer is one of the leading causes of death worldwide right now, and it's very unfortunate that there's no cure. But the good thing about cancer, early detection helps a lot. In many cases, when you can detect on time before it spreads, it can help and save the person's lives. So in this next series, I'm going to be talking about cancer, and I'm going to be taking specific cancers and how we can help ourselves in detecting it on time. Now, I just want to break down what cancer means so that you will understand to some extent what cancer is. Now, the way God created the cells can divide. When the cells, after some time, there's what we call programmed cell death. After some time, there are some cells that die not because of anything, but because it has been programmed by God for it to die. Even when there's an injury, when there's damaged cells, those cells also die, and so that new ones can be formed. But in the case of cancers, something has happened to the genetic of that cells, the DNA of that cells, and because of that, those cells, they don't die. Now, even when the cell is malformed, first of all, they divide very fast. So they divide faster than the normal cells. So they divide very fast, so it is rapid, just be dividing. That's one thing about them. Then two, even if they are damaged, we know they are damaged, their genes and the genetic material, everything is abnormal, so we say they are abnormal cells. So normally, if it says abnormal, what happens to the body? The body tries to remove it. That's the way God created any abnormal cell. God tries to remove it from it so that normal cells will grow. But these ones, they refuse to die. Although they are not normal, but they refuse to die. So instead of letting them to die, they continue to multiply. And they also have their own blood. They develop their own blood, so they all have them. So sometimes the normal cells' blood can also be affected. Instead of the normal cells to have blood, they will now be compressing those ones, and so even affecting those ones' blood supply. So they divide more excessively. They refuse to die. So even if they are necrotic, you see them, oh, this one, there's ulcer, because it's cancerous size. Instead of it to die, that necrotic cell, that dead cell will be dividing. And what is doing as it's dividing, it becomes bigger, and it will not be compressing the normal cells. The normal cells will not die. Instead of them to die, they will not die. They will be dividing. They will not go and get their own blood supply. So they'll be growing, and cause the normal cells to die. And at the end of the day, the human being will affect the human being, and they lead to death. So in my next series of topics, I'm going to be talking about different cancers, how we can identify it on time, and how we can be treated. Follow me, press the subscribe button, and we'll go from there. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.